Welcome to the NFL Picks Week 18. This is the final week. This is going to determine who's the NFL Picks champion. You have Icewater still holding a lead at 165 and 88, followed by Black 164 and 89, followed by Pop 156 and 97. And when I got to call Pop and say, you ready for your picks? He's like, I guess, because he kind of figures this pretty much over with. I know it's over with for me. So he has a 156 and 97 record, and I'm pulling up the rear with a 149 and 104 record. Black, give me your summary from last week, man.
I got to start with the Carolina Panthers, man. I know we talked about the other cat, the coach. They call hardball, but for some reason maybe they should have called hardball. You got to double team Mike Evans. You got to double team Mike Evans, man. I'm looking at this game. You know what I'm saying to myself? Do you even have a safety? Because where is he? I'm looking 3. Mike Evans ain't caught touchdowns since what, September? Y'all gave him 3. I'm looking at this going, you gotta be kidding me. And not to mention, Carolina won that game. I'll be in first place, and I'll be damned. I'm picking anything different. I was in first place when Ice picked this week. I'll be damned. Now, I said this beginning of the season, I ain't gonna talk about what's going on in football this past week. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna turn over to Brother Ice. I'm gonna pre-congratulate because he's probably gonna win. But I said this. It was a 2-man race at the beginning of the season. I'll be damned if it's in a 2-man race right now. Right now. Pops, you hear what I'm saying to you? I see why you won't put your picks in. You even need to put your picks in. Don't put them in. They gonna do you no good. Rip the paper up. There you go, man. Rip it up, bro. You no good. 2-man race. Think about next year not even calling in.
Ice.
2 men. Out of 4. 2. It's like playing fantasy football. Quit during the season. What you doing, Pop?
Still love you, Pop. I still love you. Oh man. Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I swear I thought Carolina was gonna win that game. Yes. I'm sitting there going like, oh my God. And then it dawned on me. I was like, wait a minute. I started seeing him getting warming up and loosening up. You smiling a lot. I said, the old man go get this for me. Old man went on there like, yeah. And then they asked Evans after the game about what was going on. He's like, we just ran into a chemistry and he threw some beautiful balls and it's just one of them days. We're on fire right now. I was like, appreciate you, Mike Evans. But I thought I was up too, man. I'm going to tell you what, Puma, I usually don't agree with you. And you talk about the magnets and all the other stuff and stuff being fixed. Ain't no way in heck that Minnesota gets blown out by Green Bay. Kirk Cousins is bad at times. We say bad Kirk Cousins, but 2 pick sixes? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Y'all been winning. You got the best wide receiver in the daggone NFL, and you throwing 2 pick sixes. I mean, you act like I was out there playing. I didn't run the right route. And then you throwing, how do you do that? And it took until, what was it, the second half, the third quarter, for Jefferson to catch a ball?
Yeah, that.
I'm like, Green Bay's not that good. I'm like, is the fix really in? I'm thinking, let me call Puma. I said, no, I can't do that because he'll know that he's right then. I can't do that. So when a girl said, I'm gonna make you put your phone down. So that's what I did. I put my phone down. Because
I think I texted you after the field goal at halftime. It was a 69-yard field goal. And I said, magnets. And
he missed it. I was like, man, I mean, that was horrible. I was sitting there going like, I could have been up 2. I was ready to go, then I could have relaxed. But it's like anything else. You got to earn it. So I'm okay with that. That's part of my life. I ain't really asking for free. So I'm used to getting it in, baby. That's what we do. But yeah, the old man kept me above water. I'm good with that. That's the reason why I've been a Tom Brady fan for a long time. Because he always deliver. Keep you above water.
what's the other thing I asked you? I asked you this question. And I'm putting it on. It's a rhetorical question. Have we ever seen a Brady Rodgers playoff game? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
We did.
When?
2 years ago, when Tampa Bay they won their first chip, they went through Green Bay.
They want to do it again because one of them ain't gonna be here next year. Brady ain't gonna be here next year.
I'm gonna say this, man. I know sometimes you sit up late at night, you think these conspiracies. I know you do, man. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna say this to you. To me, when you come back from B, you should never have been down that much against the Colts. Let's get on. Let's get straight on. And Kirk played bad in that game. I'm not impressed. But Minnesota, man, has been basically putting it together week after week. That's not a fluke. And I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, they're going to run through the playoffs, but if you look at it, that team is winning with less of Aaron Rodgers. He's just not out there now slinging it around, and they found what their ingredients, what they need. And that defense is not bad. They're young. Minnesota basically have beat some bad teams, bro. They lost to some good teams. Philadelphia put their foot up there. And look at Philly right now. So I say that, and I'm not saying the league may not want that, but I mean, and I don't mean no disrespect in saying this. Tampa Bay going to lose the first round. First round. Probably. Unless they play the Cowboys and they beat the Cowboys. I'm just being honest. But you think Brady going to do that against a good defense? You really do. Half his passes are short. They don't make it. It's not happening, man. That was one good game for them, and they won some games. He came back in some games they should have never been in. I'm just being straightforward with that.
All right. The only game I want to talk about, I think we talked about before the show, is Cleveland and Washington. Last week when I found out Washington was changing the quarterback, I immediately changed my pick to Cleveland. Ron, Riverboat, you got to go, bro. You don't even know whether or not your team is eligible or are going to make the playoffs. You don't know. You ain't paying attention. I don't know what's going on. But the reporter had to remind you that, hey, if Green Bay wins, then it eliminates you out the playoffs. And you're like, we get eliminated from the playoffs? Boy, oh my God. Oh my God. Right in front of everybody and your boss and everything. I don't know what's going to happen to the Commanders. But it's time to go, bro, if you ain't paying attention to detail. And you're supposed to be the leader of the team. You're supposed to know where your team is, what you need to do to get into the playoffs, to do whatever you got to do. But I think even though Heineke was not playing well, he had the pulse of the team. You put Wentz in, and all of a sudden, 3 interceptions, exactly how I thought it was going to be. And you played your team right out the playoffs. You coached your team right out the playoffs. So hopefully by Black Monday, you will be launched from the Washington Commanders, and maybe they'll bring in somebody else to coach. But you got to go. You ain't paying. You ain't there, bro. You're not there. Maybe it's CTE. I don't know. So let's go. The pick order this week is Icewater picks first, followed by me, Pop, and then Black Thor picks last. The first game on tap is Kansas City at Las Vegas, who played very well last week. For what, I don't know. That's another coach should be out of there. But Ice, who you got?
Woo! It's showtime, baby. So Mahomes 2 weeks ago didn't have his greatest game. I think they're starting to tune up. It should be easier for them to walk through the Raiders. So definitely Kansas City.
All right. I'm picking Kansas City as well as Pop. Black Thor, who you got?
I don't know why people holding pity party for Carr. He stinks, bro. Stidham came in and was slinging. That team looked different under Stidham. I'm just going to be honest, bro. I'm going to take Kansas City with this game, but it won't. It's not going to be an easy one for Kansas City.
Was Josh McDaniel the coordinator when Stidham was in New England?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next game on tap is Tennessee at Jacksonville. All right, so you got.
Woo! Let me see.
I knew you were wearing that hat for a reason.
Oh, man. Celebrating the first full week of sports bet gambling in Ohio, baby. This first week. Anyway, Jacksonville.
Yeah. I am going with Jacksonville. Also, Pop is picking Jacksonville. Black, who you got?
Yeah, Jacksonville's coming, man. Tennessee, even though Dobbs, the quarterback that they played last week is not bad, man. He's not bad. But there's something going on in Jacksonville, man. That head coach got them playing well. Jacksonville.
All right. Next game on tap is Baltimore at Cincinnati. Ice, who you got?
Well, I think Jackson's not there. Cincinnati is coming off. Cincinnati is really trying to prove, or they say they are anyway, that they are the dogs of the AFC. That's why they really wanted to play Buffalo. They beat Kansas City the third straight time, and they want to prove that, like they said, everything goes through Paycor, the Paycor Stadium. So it's not going to change anyway if Lamar Jackson was playing. He's not, so definitely Cincinnati.
All right. Me and Pop are also going with Cincinnati. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I think they are, man. I really do. I think they are. Pittsburgh is doing, especially a rookie quarterback, man. He's a baller. He's going to be a good one for them. Yeah, I think they are. I'm going to take Cincinnati, but I want to say this. I'm glad. And I looked at the Sunday game, and what's name is laughing on that sideline, just as happy, those sunglasses on, Mar. Bro, don't you put on a Ravens uniform until they give you your money, bro. If they sign you, don't you think about, even next year, don't think about it. They need you more than you need them.
Yep.
Get your money.
Get
your money, baby.
Blessing in disguise, you know.
Sure.
Yes. Next game on tap is Carolina at New Orleans. All right, so you got.
Man, this is a tough one right here. Oh, man, because New Orleans has been playing halfway decent last couple of games. Mr. Wilkes is doing all he can do, bro. You know, you lose to the old man, doing all he can do, get those guys rolling. Carolina has struggled on the road. My mind said one thing, my heart said another, but I got to go where the money is. And the money says this could be the last game for Mr. Wilkes. That's Carolina. And despite what Black Thor may think, he gonna show up because that's what a grown man does. And he gonna coach the hell out of him. I'm going with Carolina.
All right. One of the things, not being in the top two, you can pick whoever you want. I'm going with New Orleans at home. Papa's going with Carolina. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I was gonna take New Orleans. I heard you pick them. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna stay with New Orleans, man. I just think at some point, Carolina Panthers gonna run out. They're gonna run out of energy, bro. They're gonna run out. They tried. They did it. I don't think this week these players on Carolina are gonna be. What are they playing for? And I think that's gonna affect them. Where New Orleans is just playing to be playing, man. They're gonna look at it in conference game. They're home. I'll take the Saints.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I like that.
Possibility.
Hey.
Possibility.
Sean Payton's name has been brought up in a lot of coaching jobs too. So
if you notice though, he wanted. I don't think Sean is going to be the darling of the new hires. These two reasons. I don't think you got to pay him. He's still in the contract with the Saints. Right. That's one thing. Second thing is, I don't think people are impressed with him anymore, bro. You notice he was gunning for Denver, and they're talking to what's the name? He was gunning for Denver's job, and they're talking to Harbaugh, which says to me he's not the darling, bro. He's not the darling.
All right, and Denver might not be a place you want to go anyway. Anyway, yeah. Before this coach, before Harbaugh talked to him, right?
Yeah. I agree with y'all. I wouldn't want that job. No. I wouldn't want Denver.
No. Yeah. Next one on tap is Cleveland at Pittsburgh. All right, so we got.
Man, I wish this game was in Cleveland. Damn, I wish this game was in Cleveland because Sean trying to get his little mojo back a little bit about that too. But unfortunately, it's not. Also, too, if Pittsburgh loses this game, it's like the first time in like 100 years that they're not above 500.
Right.
And Tomlin ain't. This is for everything. Everything is on the line. There's a possibility, keeps their playoff hopes alive and everything. So, and Watt's playing. So, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
All right. I've been impressed with the rookie quarterback. I've really been impressed watching him. And so I knew that Sunday night game was going to be a really tight game. But, yeah, I'm going with Pittsburgh. Pop is going with Pittsburgh. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh, man. Like you, I'm impressed with him, man. That cat is a baller. Bonafide baller, man. Mike Tomlin, he's on to something. I guess they knew what they they had next to him in Pitt, and they draft him, and he's coming along, man. Next year, that team's going to take off, bro. That defense still is a good defense. So yeah, they're going to be all right. I'll take Pitt. Cleveland got lucky last week. That's the best I can say.
Yeah, they ought to give Ron Rivera a thank you card or a present.
Exactly.
Next game on tap is Houston at Indianapolis. All right, so you got
Damn.
a tough one too.
Yeah, very tough. Who's quarterback in Indianapolis?
It don't matter. The offensive line can't stop the defense from getting in. Foles, Jim Harbaugh, whoever, it don't matter. You can put Saturday back there. It don't matter.
I was going to say that too. Put it back there.
He was mad at the Giants player for doing the snow thing. When Foles got hurt, the guy didn't know Foles was hurt like that. So, let him shine. Let him celebrate.
God. Oh, wow. This is crazy. I'm going with Houston, man.
All right. Me and Papa going with Houston. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I got Houston, man. I don't trust Coach to beat anybody, bro. I really don't. I don't trust them. So Houston should be an easy choice with this one. For this one, I'll take Houston.
All right. Next game on tap here in Chicago, Minnesota at Chicago. All right, so you got.
I was all excited. I was nervous because Fields is playing. The Fields ain't playing. And Minnesota's as he's mentioned, they can be very bad. They ain't that damn bad. Is Vince Evans coming back out of retirement?
A lot of people are hoping and wishing.
Or they're going to bring back Bob Avellini.
Yeah.
Mike Phipps. Somebody from the old school Chicago Bears type situation. No, I'm going with Minnesota, man. Seriously. If they lose this game, that general manager might need to be looking for something else because another coach, because you need to motivate. You can't motivate your team to win this game.
Right. I'm going with Minnesota. Papa's going with Minnesota. Black, who you got?
Minnesota, baby.
Minnesota. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Tight. It's tight. Everybody kind of staying close to the vest. Next game on tap is New England at Buffalo. All right, so you got.
Yeah, you got this will be a perfect game for Belichick to get them fired up, but I believe Buffalo's gonna play with a purpose because of what happened. And the fact that they probably don't want to play, but they're going to play. I can see them being all ramped up because of what happened in the unfortunate situation. So they're going to be going for it. Plus, two, they need to win because they lose and then come back and have to play Cincinnati again. They make them play. This could be a major problem when Cincinnati could be down near, or Kansas City could be number one seed. So they're going to come all, full throttle. So Buffalo.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and Buffalo will probably play with inspiration. So I'm picking Buffalo. Pop picking Buffalo, and Black, who you got?
Yeah, Buffalo, man. Yeah, if they have to go out there, they're going to play inspired. They'll play for their fellow teammate, and I don't even understand how the Jets and the Dolphins allow Patriots to be in this position, bro. When are they going to step up and take control of that division? I'm sorry, man. Buffalo.
All right, Buffalo across the board. Next game on tap is the New York Jets versus Miami. All right, so you got.
Wow, this is crazy. If it was I wish it was in New York though, because I might think about that. But Tua's out for sure. Teddy Ball game is what we playing.
I think he injured a finger or something like that.
Yeah, finger. Yeah. Retired, Teddy. Retired.
Don't do that to Teddy.
Retired, boss.
But is Mike White playing this week? Do you know?
I'm not sure. Who's playing quarterback for the Jets?
No, I think your boy gonna show that he was worth the money. He like, you know what? I'm gonna show y'all was worth that money. Just give me the damn ball. I'm going with Miami.
Yeah. The coach for the New York Jets say he's grinding with their draft pick.
I'm going with Miami. Definitely did for sure.
I'm going with Miami also. Papa's going with the New York Jets. Oddly enough.
Pop can do that.
Huh? me and Pop can pick anybody. It don't matter.
He can do that because you got to realize Miami's at home. They still got a little defense. He can do that.
Black is crumbling up. Yeah, all my picks this year. Black, who you got?
Yeah, Miami, man. I don't care who's quarterback Miami this week, man. They're going to beat the Jets, man. Just, man, if this person could just throw the ball 10 yards to Hill, that's going to be enough. He'll add on 30 or 40 every time he catch it, man. So yeah, it's just I think the Jets have a pretty good head coach. It just doesn't come together, bro. It just I don't know what it is with that franchise. It just doesn't come together. You got to start drafting better quarterbacks too. Their last two quarterbacks they drafted in the first round, you got to do better. Got to do better.
Can you still smell the sewage at the Meadowlands?
No, man. No, that ain't it. That's no excuse. That's not it. You can't smell that, boss. That's not it.
Next game on tap is Tampa Bay at Atlanta. In Tampa Bay, they're going into playoffs. They probably arrest players. I don't know. Ice, who you got?
I just got the call. Brady said he want to play. All right. How long? Okay. All right. Really? All right, bet. Thank you. Anyway, so the question is the Tampa Bay coach going to put Tom Brady out there? Is he going to risk him? Is he going to let him play? And are they going to be up for this game? And the answer is, I'm not sure. So anyway, with all that being said, I think I got to go with the old one, Atlanta, baby. Going to Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, they got the former Cincinnati quarterback. You got tight end London over there, wide receiver. And if you do not play Tom Brady, I don't know who the backup is for Tampa Bay. They can beat you. More in Atlanta. Why not? What the hell?
I mean, they sold up with the sorry record they have. Tampa Bay sold up the division. They'll probably be playing at home in the first round.
In Atlanta, they can win a game. Yeah. They got a hell of a kicker. All we need is 3, baby. Stay away from the magnets.
Kickers. I'm going with Atlanta also. Papa's going with Tampa Bay. Black, who you got?
I'm going to tell you, I think if Atlanta would have played this quarterback, I think his last name is Ritter.
Yeah.
Earlier in the season, I think they'd be in a better position. But I'm going to take Atlanta. That quarterback, he's a baller, man. Yeah. Just think about him and the quarterback that's for the 49ers. Low draft picks, balling. Forget these, and these teams should take notice. Stop letting these agents and these ESPN, those two bozos over there, these draft gurus, basically bamboozle you into taking these quarterbacks in the first round that don't man out to be anything, bro. Go get yourself a quarterback in the 5th, 6th round. Just like fantasy football, you never draft a quarterback in the first round.
The other thing is that they gave these quarterbacks time to develop during the season. Something that Ice was saying that the Bears should did with Fields, instead of putting them out there, let them learn their offense. Yeah. When they got in, it was like they didn't miss a beat. And so these two teams, I'm sure their fans are excited to see them next season, the way they're playing now.
No matter when they play Field, he was going to be any better, bro, because they didn't have nobody in front of them.
Yeah,
they just didn't. Yeah,
that's true. Next game on tap is Arizona at San Francisco. Ice, who you got?
Little dude done for the year. Colt McCoy was done. Hell, who else? Who was quarterbacking out
there? Jim Hart.
Damn.
Jim Hart.
Not Jim Hart.
Jeez. Jim Hart.
That's them old St. Louis Cardinals.
And then get Metcalf out there.
Gary Metcalf, straight up the middle. Used to kill the Cowboys for 89 yards up the middle every game. Anyway, San Francisco, they're on a mission right now. Quarterback playing decently, but what they're not talking about is the fact that the other characters on the team are playing real well. McCaffrey's playing real well, and Debo is not even really back where they want him, but they're still playing strong, and they're trying to go in on a strong note. So I'm going with San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm going with San Francisco. Papa's going with San Francisco. Black, who you got?
Yeah, San Francisco. Yeah, and they may not have played all their starters this whole game, but it's going to be enough to beat Arizona, man.
Yeah. Next game on tap is Dallas at Washington. Does Dallas need to really play any of their starters at this particular point? They're in. Usually this game would be determining whether they get in the playoffs or not. Can they relax a little bit, Ice? Who you got?
Relax. Are you serious? You relax when you play good football. You don't relax when you lose to Green Bay. They gave up, that was held to 9 points by Detroit.
Right.
You don't relax when you lose to Jacksonville. Oh, they're up and coming. You don't lose to Jacksonville. Hell no. Dallas.
All right.
And it's Washington too. I don't care how much they change the name or whatever. Let me tell y'all something real quick. True Cowboy fans, not these people that just jumped on the wagon when Emmett Neal came on, but true Cowboy fans know the real rivalry is not Pittsburgh. It's a nice little thing. The real rivalry is the Redskins. Or I'm like, oops, the Commanders. Or it used to be the Redskins. Dallas and Washington has always been the rivalry. Not the Giants, it's Washington. You don't want to lose to Washington. Dallas.
Yeah, because this is usually always the last game of the year. Always the last game of the year. And usually I'm around Pop during this time and just watching the look on his face of Dallas disappointing every year and them losing that last game and getting put out the playoffs is like a delight to me. But anyway, I got to go with Dallas in this one. I don't think Riverboat Ron has lost his mind. He don't even know what decade he's in at this particular point, let alone knowing his team just been eliminated from the playoffs. Pop is going with Dallas also. He always goes with Dallas in this last game. Black, who you got?
Yeah, Dallas will show up, and they're going to show off this one, man. They'll play enough to show off and make it look good for the fans that they're going to do well in the playoffs. But, yeah, I'll take the Cowboys.
All right, next game on tap is the LA Chargers versus Denver. Ice, who you got?
This is nasty. Because the Chargers coach, oh, my God. You don't know what the hell's going on over there.
The defense has been playing really well lately.
But you don't know because, I mean, no, this dude, man, same dude that had the playoffs sold up last year, and all they had to do was just play the game out, and he called a damn timeout, and they didn't go. I'm going with the Chargers, man.
All right. I'm going with the Chargers. Pop is going with the Chargers. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers, man. Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers, man. It's just, I don't trust Denver. I think they lucked up and scored on Kansas City when the game was basically over. So, yeah.
Russell said he's going to, look at his whole routine and change it up for next year.
Oh, you said he's going to retire.
No. He can't with all that money. Next game on tap is the Los Angeles Rams at Seattle. Who you got, Ice?
Oh, man. Baker, man, Faker. I'm just saying, I'm a Baker. Anyway, I'm going to go with Seattle. 12th man. I think they still got a little dignity left. I trust them a little bit, but I'm going to go with they'll play hard, but I'm gonna go with Seattle.
All right. I'm going with Seattle. Pop is going with Seattle. Black, who you got?
Yeah, Seattle. Yeah, they're just, they sometimes, they try, they go up against a good defense. They don't get it done, but this is not a good defense. I'll take Seattle.
All right. Next game on tap. This may end up in a tie. You guys keep picking the same team. New York Giants versus Philadelphia. Who you got?
Giants. Let's go, baby. No, Philadelphia, bro. Got you. Philadelphia. Nope. Philadelphia.
I wanted to pick my Giants one last time, but
go ahead, man. You on the road.
I can't do it.
You're on the road, bro.
Picking Philly, and Papa's picking Philly. Who you got, Black?
Yeah, I'm with you about picking the Giants, but I got a funny feeling the Giants aren't going to be all in this game. They're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think Philly want to try to prove something because they lost 2 games in a row, so I'm going to take Philly.
Yeah, they're already in the playoffs. I don't even expect them to play all their players at this particular point. Last game on tap is Detroit at Green Bay. Who you got, Ice?
Woo! My boys. What Eddie say?
Eddie said his streak is gone. The streak is gone.
Go to Green Bay, man.
Green Bay.
Oh boy, and them is they like you said. I'm gonna go with the conspiracy theory a little bit, but the Lions on the road is gonna be very difficult. I like to see them winning, but hell, if Green Bay can muster up enough to do what they did to handle Minnesota like that, you bring in Detroit in there and people will start doing the wrong thing. They'll start spitting on people, all kind of stuff. It ain't gonna work. So if at home you can get away with that, you can't do that in Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers is gonna be like NFL already made the call too. Anyway, they done made the call. They already know who's gonna win. One with Green Bay.
I ain't got nothing to lose this game. Please, Detroit, bite Aaron Rodgers' kneecap off. Do whatever you got to do to keep this dude out the playoffs. He's talking, bragging like this is just Matter of fact, they get it. Please do something. This could be your Super Bowl right here. Please do something. I'm picking Detroit. Not that I think Detroit's going to win, but I want Detroit to win this game. Pop is going with Green Bay. Black, who you got?
I assume at this point it's just going to be a tie because I'm taking Green Bay, man. Because I just don't see. I like Detroit. I'm hoping they're coming along, but there was a game in the season a couple of weeks ago. They just didn't show it to me, and I think that might be this weekend too, man. They may not even show up, bro. They may not show up, and I don't understand it, but yeah, they may never show up.
All right, those are our picks. We might have to think of a tiebreaker next week. Tiebreaker, because we got to have a champion. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Look. You already got a champion. What you talking about? You already got one.
Icewater's grandfather.
Look. You already got a champion. Look. He could have took a chance. He didn't. He could have. Look, hey, if he's ready to, if he say what he say he want to do, all you have to do is step out and take one and roll with it. But you know what he did?
This week it's just not no game that speaks to me. It's just I wanted to. There's no game that speaks, and I'll be damn. I'm stepping out there in Detroit.
Well, we'll see you next week. See who the champion is or a tiebreaker. Peace.